sorry. Forgive me. I mean, for going around like this, bare legs.
That's all right, Waldo. I've seen a man's bare legs before. I have 3 brothers, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm glad of that.
Am I intruding?
Oh, no.
Perfect Sunday afternoon.
Sure is. I'm glad you rode by. If you don't mind my saying so.
Not at all. Usually the men go into town Saturday night and stay over.
Well, to tell you the truth, I kind of like to be alone sometimes.
I think I know what you mean.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Funny, doesn't make a difference where you are or who's around. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I feel exactly the same way.
Me too. Of course, that's with Penelope included.
Of course.
Still, it's nice to have somebody to talk to. Sometimes. Like you, I mean. There's some people who make you feel to home right away. Like the first time I saw you, Miss Audra. I walked right up to you. Talked right to you. I don't usually speak to strangers, especially the opposite sex. But I must admit, in your case, I made an exception. That's the honest truth.
I'm very flattered.
You are?
Hey, Miss Audra. Been looking for you. Remember that herd of Mustangs I was telling you about?
Yes?
Well, it was spotted headed north. I think they're going towards Box Canyon. Want to ride with me?
Do you really think you can find them?
Well, if I can, no one can. Come on, let's go.
I'll see you later, Waldo.
Uh-huh. You know, Penelope, if it wasn't your day off, we'd go out after those Mustangs, too.
Hey, Sid, how about lend me some of your hair tonic? I'm all out.
What for?
What do you think for?
You ain't going no place.
Oh, no? Going up to the big house tonight.
Come on, you couldn't get in the back door. And if you're talking about Miss Audra...
That's exactly who I'm talking about. I'm taking her to the dance on Tuesday night.
This I gotta see.
When you come to the dance on Tuesday night, you will see.
Where is he? Let me at him. I knew it. I felt it. Where is he?
Where's who?
Diefendorfer. I told you there was something fishy about him, didn't I?
Oh, Hank, don't start that all over again.
What about that transport wagon breaking down? And Charlie falling off that ladder? And all those crushed crates of fruit that took us hours to pick? It's all his doing. He's a jinx.
Sure.
Go ahead, laugh.
Who's laughing?
The Garrett's men are. In town. They're laughing themselves sick about it. One of them palmed off Diefendorfer on the Barclays. They know him from way back. They're giving him a wide berth. Now we're stuck with him. Who knows what's going to happen next?
Well, what do you aim to do?
I don't know.
You want some advice? Take it straight to the Barclays. It's their crop.
Nick, you're not really going to go through with this silly test.
The boys in number 3 are not kidding, and by tomorrow morning it's going to spread to the other bunkhouses, and nobody's going to get even near this Waldo. Now, Heath is down in Modesto, and I've got this whole ranch to run all by myself. I've got crops to harvest, and I'm not taking any chances. The little test goes on.
Nick, the whole thing is ridiculous.
I will not let superstition run this ranch.
Waldo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Talk all you want, it doesn't change a thing. I happen to know there are real live Jonahs. Now, don't ask me why. I don't know. It's just the way it is. Now, listen, sis. People like Waldo, they don't mean to hurt anybody. It's just that, well, calamity seems to follow him around like a hungry hound dog. And I am going to prove that Waldo Diefendorfer is a born loser.
I'll get it. Come in, Waldo, please.
Oh, my gosh!
I nearly broke it.
Somebody must have moved it. It was in the way.
Oh, I don't know. Nice place you got here. Big, too. What is it your brother, Mr. Nick, wants to see me about?
Well, actually, the whole family's in there.
They all want to see me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you know? What's it all about?
Well, it's a game, sort of.
Oh.
You know my brothers Nick and Jared.
Mr. Nick, Mr. Jared,
And this is my mother.
How do you do, Mr. Diefendorfer?
Mrs. Barkley. It's a real pleasure. Also an honor.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dief...
Friends call me Waldo. Bosses, too.
Waldo, will you sit down here and join us for a minute here?
Oh, yes, sir.
We're going to cut for high card.
Me? Mm-hmm. Oh, I never gamble.
Well, there's no money involved.
Then what?
Waldo, remember I mentioned a game?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll cut first.
A 3.
Your turn, Waldo.
Yes, ma'am.
A deuce. All right, let's try it again. This time you cut first, Waldo.
But
It's all right, just cut.
A 4.
It isn't over yet.
Well, it is now. Read it and weep.
All right, once more.
Never tempt fate, Brother Jared.
A king! Oh, Waldo, that's wonderful.
it is?
Well, now will you look here at what I drew? Looks to me to be an ace. Enough.
I still say it doesn't prove a thing.
Thank you, Waldo. Thank you very much for cooperating.
That's the game? That's all?
That's all.
Well, would you like some coffee?
Or some cookies.
Well, gee, thanks. But I gotta get up early. A man can't be tired and do a full day's work. Bosses might complain. Night, everybody. Night, Miss Audra.
Jonah!
Nick, now what did that prove? 3 cuts of the cards do not amount to a run of bad luck or the stroke of doom. No. Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is a nice big piece.
You'd better go now, Waldo.
I guess I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm sorry. Night, folks.
Wonderful. Now, what do you think?
I think it's broken. But I don't think it had anything to do with being a Jonah.
I agree.
Well?
I'll, go along with Jared and Audra.
Well, he is willing, isn't he?
And honest and loyal.
And, polite?
Whose side are you all on, anyway?
Well, just trying to be fair.
What do I tell the hands out there? They want me to get Waldo off their backs.
Oh, I'm not worried about that, Nick. You'll find the right words.
Well, we'll give it another day or two.
Atta boy, Nick. After all, it can't get any worse.
Who said?
See you later. Take care. I can take a hint. Nobody has to hit me over the head, do they, Penelope? Now, let's see, Penelope. We've got to make some plans. First, why does it always happen to me? What do I do that's so wrong? Oh, Miss Audra, this is a surprise.
So is that.
Well, I've been planning to leave. I've had the urge to move on. You know what they say, a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Wait here, I'll be right back. Don.
Hey, don't you look like something? Clay Howard loaned me his best carriage and a horse you like. I figured a girl as beautiful as Audra Barkley should go to that dance and style.
Don, I'm sorry I can't go.
What do you mean you can't go?
Something very important has come up.
Yeah, like what?
It's personal and it's an emergency. It's something I just have to do.
Miss Audra, it's been very nice knowing you. If there's anything I can ever do for you, don't be afraid of calling me. Of course, I never know where I'll be. Me with the wanderlust and all.
You're not leaving.
I can't go back in there.
Even if they begged, I wouldn't let you. There's a room off the barn. You can have your privacy, and Penelope can have her own stall. Come on, I'll show you.
See you later, Penelope.
Waldo, what do you think of dancing?
Well, I only tried it once.
Once?
Well, you see, I stepped on this girl's foot.
Well, that happens to practically every man.
Not like me. I broke her toe.
Hi, friend. Drinking alone, huh? Little lady from the main house leaving you waiting at the gate?
She wasn't feeling well. That's all there was to it.
Sure got quick cures these days. Now, I wonder what he's got that you haven't.
Waldo, wait here. I'll be right back.